This is the most powerful dog in the world. He actually has superpowers. A light top, can knock over a car. Not only that, he also has a 4K titanium laser. One eye, can easily shoot through anything, and he's even faster than the Flash when locked on by a tracking missile. He leaps straight up in the air. He dodges the attack perfectly, blowing up the local fighter. Haha, has a sure shot move. If the opponent is outnumbered, he will take a deep breath, then he will make a lion's roar the next second. The shockwave will destroy the king of men. The power is comparable to an atomic bomb. The bad guys are gone. The dog has done a great job. The owner is ready to reward him well. However, the dog does not know everything that just happened was fake. All the cars and planes are props. Even the superpower is also a post-production special effects. The crew also gave him the nickname Lightning. Everyone knows that this is a movie. Lightning was the only one who was kept in the dark in his world. His mission is to use his superpowers to protect the safety of his master. But the next day, Lightning was given a new script. This time he had to infiltrate the base with his master to disrupt Dr. Green Eye's plans. The embarked tosses a coin to attract the attention of the guards. Lightning goes around the back to make a sneak attack. At that moment, the guards also found him. Lightning immediately used his laser glance. The machine gun was instantly destroyed by his attack. Then they infiltrated the control room. Only after this little claw hit the guard's neck, the guard fell to the ground in a cooperative manner. Just when they thought their plan was going to work, the power went out. Suddenly the skylight slowly opened. It turns out that they had fallen for a trick of the green-eyed mode. A huge iron cage fell from the sky. The master was forcibly taken away directly. Lightning was very worried about his master's safety, just want to rush to save the master. The bad guys grabbed him and put him in the cage and took him away, so Lightning was brought back to the RV alone. But he was so eager to save his master that the bad guys weren't looking. Escape from the top of the caravan without a moment's hesitation. He ran back to the scene but found that it was already too late. At that moment he vaguely heard the owner's cry for help. Immediately rushed to rescue the sound. Unbeknownst to him, it was just the editor processing the audio. On the way he seemed to find something. Walked forward to see is the master's iron cage. He did not even think about it and jumped. The next second he hit the glass hard and passed out, and then fell into the delivery box. Coincidentally, the courier boy packed it and took it out of the set. This is the first time Lightning left the set. Come to the real world. If nothing else, an accident was about to happen. He was desperately running through this strange world. Suddenly, he found a man in the distance who looked like Dr. Green Eyes, so the family Mary rushed forward. He believed that is time the iron-headed kung fu will be able to, but the next moment, the reality was so cruel. He had to go through the dog hole, and then he gets behind the man. He stretched out his sandbag fist and hit the man's neck, but then something embarrassing happened. He didn't knock the man out. Lightning came up to see that he was mistaken for the man, so he left in embarrassment, but he still did not give up. Continued to run in the streets and alleys trying to find the master's figure. Just then Lightning found the road construction ahead. He let the music jump right over the fence thinking he could fly, but ended up falling directly into a deep pit and fell a dog's ass. After climbing out with the sound of power guns, he went through a small hole in the top of an ice cream bucket, found the iron cage where the owner was kept as the dog version of Chuna's world. This dog grew up on the set playing a lightning dog with superpowers, but in order to rescue his master, who was captured by the bad guys, he accidentally came to the real world. He ran through the strange streets. He found a portable toilet marked by bad guys. He mistook it for the Iron Dragon that had taken his master, so he immediately followed him. In order to successfully save his master, he tried to take a shortcut. Finally came around in front of the car. He intended to use the invincible Iron Head Kung Fu Top Fly. The car driver saw this scene, scared out of his mind. He swerved and braked sharply, nearly hit the Lightning, now also thrown down. Why inertia? Lightning happily ran up to take a look, but found the owner closed his eyes. Inside he had no choice but to get help from his dog brothers in the city, but the owner thought Lightning was a stray dog. He wanted to take him home, but to his surprise, he ran away. In fear, he accidentally got his head stuck in the fence. He tried to break the steel bar with his bare hands, like before, but it turned out that he lost his powers. Just then some kind pigeons passed by. He taught Lightning that if he tilted his head, he could pull the dog's head out. Lightning was half-hearted but still followed the instructions, and it did come out. Lightning thought it must be the pink foam on his body. It made him lose his powers. He didn't have time to think about it. He rushed to his good friends to ask for information about Dr. Green, but they didn't know Greenleaf. Then he remembered that there was a black cat with the doctor. Good, but he suddenly thought the kitten, who always bullied them, so he wanted to take the opportunity to teach him a lesson, and so the innocent stray black cat was pinned to the garbage can by Lightning, asking for the whereabouts of the doctor, but the black cat didn't know anything about it. The doctor saw that he wouldn't talk about Lightning, had to use the old interrogation method of bad guys. The black cat was scared and shivering. Then he saw Lightning's dog Steak. Suddenly, he had an idea. He lied to Lightning and told him he doctor was in Hollywood. Then he pulled a map out of the trash and told him where to go. But Lightning didn't want to let him go so quickly, so he dragged the black cat with him and set off, but he didn't get very far. Lightning was hungry and grumbling, but he had been living in the virtual world didn't know how to find food. The black cat brought him to a good place, show him a way to fill his stomach. First move his ears from side to side, then look upwards, put on a pathetic look. After practicing a few times, the day before yesterday, I came to the door and destroyed him in action. A tilted he kill instantly hit the old couple's heart, so they threw him half a hot dog. It worked. He went to the next house, but to his surprise, he ran into his biggest fan, Little Toon Hands. He was so excited to see his idol that he danced around the local, decided to join their squad. Then a few of the Little G's made their way to the tunnel. Lightning still believes he has superpowers, ready to jump on a train and hitch a ride, but ended up tripping on the leash. Luckily, before the leash, Lightning broke free from the leash, and then fell off the train with his partner. Despite the pain in his body, still wanted to save his master and the black cat, so he stayed in the tree and refused to come down. He told Lightning that your master is just an actor, and that all your powers are fake. Even the lightning symbol on your body is also painted on, but Lightning didn't believe him, and also to use the lion's roar to teach him a lesson, but nothing happened to the black cat. Lightning does not want to believe, decided to try again, but it still did not work, and also by the black cat. A bout of ridicule. Lightning was very angry, yelled at the black cat, but accidentally attracted the dog catching brigade, and so the two little guys were caught in a net, locked in a metal cage, locked up. Lightning still refused to understand. He had to use his iron head to break open the iron door. This collision almost cost him his dog's life, but he had to get out to save his master, so once again to build up strength. But at that meant the little man opened the door lock. He was so happy that he was jumping up and down. He thought he had regained his powers. Instead, the guinea pig told him that he had saved Lightning. When he found out the truth, Lightning was devastated. He also found that the lightning symbol had faded. At TH's point, he realized that he did not have the power to quit. Hurry to cheer the dog. He told Lightning that even though his powers were fake, but the world needs heroes, so Lightning rekindled his fighting spirit, decided to save the captured black cat. First, stealth mode. You will never guess to this secret operation was a dog and a guinea pig. They sneak into the shelter. They soon found the room where the black cat was kept. According to the original plan, the guinea pig rolled into the doghouse first to attract the attention of the dogs, make them stir. After successfully distracting the security guards, the dogs took the opportunity to sneak into the room. After getting the black cat, he succeeded in opening the cell door and successfully rescued the black cat. But on his way out, the security guard at the door stopped the way. In the critical moment, the little guinea pig leapt into the air and knocked the guard out. He knocked down the oxygen tank by hand. The three little guys successfully escaped from prison, but they didn't rest. When they were free, they immediately took a hitchhiker, because Lightning still has to rescue his master, who was captured by the bad guys. However, the black cat told Lightning he doesn't have a master at all. His master is just an actor. Everything was a lie. But Lightning still believed that his master loved him. The two had a falling out over this, and after saying goodbye to the cat, the dog had to go alone on the road to find his master. Lightning sniffed his master's scent. He came to a movie set. He thought his master had returned, so he excitedly rushed into the caravan, but the owner was nowhere to be seen. He picked up his favorite toy and wanted his master to play with him. Just then he heard someone call his name. Lightning rushed out. Finally he saw his master again. Lightning ran towards his master. The master also ran towards him, but just then a dog rushed out. He jumped into his master's arms. It turns out that the master has already carried him. Had a dog exactly the same in this scene, Lightning froze in place for a long time, afraid to make a sound. He thought his master really didn't love him anymore. The master silently left this sad place, but Lightning did not know that his master was just filming. He still misses Lightning very much, and this scene was just seen by the black cat, and the dog was leaving the set disappointed when he died. The black cat stopped him. Tell the master actually loves him very much. What he just saw was just the master acting. Before the words were finished, time to hear the owner's cry for help. It turned out to be a fire on the set. The Maz was dropped in the air. The situation is very dangerous. Lightning rushed into the fire at the first opportunity, followed the owner's cry for help, finally found the trapped master. A dog and a man finally reunited, tightly embraced together. But the danger is not yet lifted. They had to get out of here as soon as possible. His owner walked through the fire. He soon found an exit, but the master collapsed from exhaustion. He immediately opened the vent and went in to see for himself, but it turned out that the hole was too small. There was no room for his master. Lightning did not want to leave alone. To return to the master's side to guard it. Soon the master was choked by the smoke and passed out. Lightning could not hold on any longer. Looking at the vent in front of him, Lightning suddenly had an idea. He stood up with difficulty. He decided to use his best lion's roar with his last breath. He used it at the vent once along the ventilation pipe. It reached the ears of the firefighters. They quickly followed the sound. They successfully rescued Lightning and his master. Lightning became a real hero.